So the avoidant told you they need some time and space alone to work on themselves, to do some thinking. Well, this means that their avoidant fears were triggered and this person has deactivated, meaning they took their emotions, they took their feelings for you, and they have suppressed them. They have essentially detached from their feelings. This is because from a young age, they learned that the way you handle and deal with emotional and relationship stress is to not deal with it. It's to run from it, to run from their problems. So when the avoidant says they're going to take some time and space to work on themselves, to think about things, to heal, in almost all cases, this person is doing none of that. What they're doing is they're sticking their head in the sand. They are self-soothing the way that they know to, which is to run from their problems and not face them. This space and time allows them to feel relief. They're no longer being pressured to be anything for you, to be emotionally available for you, to be vulnerable for you. They can just ignore the problem and continue to run from it. Because avoidants that actually want to do the healing, the ones that commit to it and do the work, they're not the ones that run away. They are the ones that stay. They're the ones that stick it out and continue to work hand in hand with their partner to become more and more secure. It can be done, but when they run away, what they're telling you is that they are catering to their avoidant fears, which is the fear of emotional intimacy, the fear of abandonment, the fear of rejection, and the fear of engulfment. These fears really all come together, and the ultimate core fear of them all is the fear of abandonment. They learn from a young age that emotional intimacy leads to abandonment. That if you commit to somebody, if you get them too close into your heart, they are going to figure out that you're not a lovable person, that you're not good enough, and they're going to reject and abandon you. And the avoidant, well, the people in their lives that they relied on for their emotional needs let them down. So they fear that if they let you in behind that castle wall, you're going to figure out that you're too good for them and you're going to reject and abandon them. So this time and space is relief for them. It doesn't mean they're doing any work. It's usually quite the opposite. They're doing absolutely nothing. That's what makes them feel better. Doing nothing. Taking those problems, suppressing them, running from them, bottling up those emotions even further. And after some time and space goes by, well, then they feel safe because you're no longer chasing, you're no longer pursuing, you're no longer pressuring them to be emotionally available or vulnerable for you. That's when they can allow themselves to access their feelings for you again, and they often do try to come back. But the problem is, during this time apart, the avoidant didn't do any work. They avoided it. That's what they do. They avoid problems. So the whole dysfunctional relationship cycle begins again. Now they're hot. They're coming towards you. They're acting like they want the relationship. Then all of a sudden, the relationship becomes real again. Their avoidant fears get triggered. They pull away and need more time and space. And this whole cycle can damage the self-esteem of the person that is on the other side of it. It can be crushing. And many people personalize this behavior, thinking it must be something that they did wrong to cause the avoidant to pull away and need this space from them. But in reality, it's nothing they did wrong, and usually everything they did right. It's because they did treat the avoidant so well that the avoidant is scared. Their fears of abandonment come from a healthy partner, not from a toxic partner. They fear being abandoned by somebody who is special, somebody who has the ability to make them feel things. And feeling things is scary. So when they start to feel things for their partner, that's when they push them away and they run and stick their head in the sand. It's like a turtle retreating into its shell. It's not a reflection of you. It's not a reflection of anything you did. It's a reflection of the lack of emotional intelligence, the lack of self-reflection, the lack of skills of the avoidant to handle emotional and relationship stress. Don't blame yourself, but understand when they're taking this time apart, it's very, very unlikely that they're doing the work. Very unlikely.